Do you really feel that just taking a permit class has gotten you ready to carry? What's up, everybody? Chris with South Carolina Gun School, and today I kind of wanted to revisit some video I did a long time ago, and it's really talking about, are you ready to carry? And what I mean by this is, do you really feel that just taking a permit class has gotten you ready to carry? Because unfortunately, this is a big thing right now where a lot of people just will go and get their permit and they think they're good to go. They're ready to carry. And there's so much more to this. And I wanted to revisit it because this is also a topic we discussed on the podcast that I do with Tony Simon and Clayton Slosser from Pivotal Defense and Second Amendment is for Everyone Diversity Shoot. Locked, cocked, and unfiltered. If you want to go check that out, I'll have it somewhere up in the screen linked in so you can go in and check out the first episode where this is kind of something that we talked about. And then some of the other, or our second episode, we've got Jen Slosser on there, and she's discussing kind of pretty much how she's been able to bounce back from a traumatic injury that she had and been able to continue training. Because this is why we do this. We're not in this to get your money or anything like that. If that was the case, I'd definitely be charging way more than what I do charge. I'm not in this to get rich. Or if I wanted to get rich, I'd have stayed at my corporate job. I want people to feel comfortable and confident and be able to defend themselves. But unfortunately, just taking a permit class isn't going to get you there. And if you're going to get mad at me and sit there and talk shit, I have no problem with that. Do that all day long, because then you're just proving my point. All right. So you be a keyboard warrior and you bang away at that keyboard all you want and tell me how I'm a fucking idiot and this and that, because you've taken a permit class and this has gotten you ready to carry. It has not. It has not. You are wrong. And again, if you want to get mad at me, get mad at me. You can dislike this video. You can talk shit all you want. But I'm only here to try to help. Okay? And look, I know what's going on right now. I'm feeling the economy just like everybody else. If cost is an issue, reach out to me. We have ways that we can get this set up for you to get the training. All right. I can set up payment options. I got all kind of options for you. But you need to accept the hard fact that your permit class that you took for 8 hours did not get you ready. And that's why myself and so many other people within the freedom industry or freedom community are so big on getting training, because that has not gotten you ready. Most of you have probably never even drawn from a holster, but you're going to carry a gun in a holster. And ladies, I hate to say it, if you're carrying in a purse, you need to understand what it's going to be like to have to draw that gun from your purse. Or if you're carrying it in a fanny pack, you need to see what that's going to be like to draw from that fanny pack. And yes, these things that you throw over your chest and have here all mounted up right here, thrown across over your shoulder, across your chest, you're wearing a fucking fanny pack. I don't care what you say or what you call it. But still, you need to practice how that's going to be. You need to understand how it's going to work drawing from that. It's frustrating to see how many people I have had come in and take a permit class, and I offer some free training when you take a permit class with me. And I can maybe count on both hands how many people have came back and taken advantage of that free training. So I'm giving you some free training when you take a permit class with me. Why would you not take advantage of that? Especially if you're somebody sitting there talking about, oh, I don't have the money for that, and I'm offering it for free. If you take a permit class, but you don't take advantage of it, I wish I could go to some classes and people offer me some other free stuff. I mean, and I teach this and I still take classes. So I just don't understand what makes you think taking your permit class and getting your permit, that has you ready to carry. That doesn't have you ready to carry. That has you legal to carry. Now, for my state, it's a little different. We're constitutional carry now. So technically, you don't need a permit to carry within the state. That's just because they pass that doesn't mean you're ready. I hate to burst your bubble. If you don't believe me, go take a force on force class. Then you'll see how much you're not ready. No, unfortunately, I don't offer force on force right now. I don't have the equipment to be able to do that right now, but there's plenty of people out there that are offering a force on force class. So if you think you're ready, go take a force on force class and see how quickly you get humbled. Like I said, I teach this. I took a force on force and I got humbled quick, fast, and in a hurry. You think you're ready, but you're not. You're going to sit there and still watch this video and talk shit about me and think that you're ready. And I'm sorry, just because you have a permit and 200 guns, that don't mean you're ready. So talk all the trash that you want, but you're only solidifying what I'm sitting here trying to get you to understand is you need more training besides your permit class. And if you want to get butt hurt over it, please get butt hurt over it. Talk trash about me all you want. I really don't care. I really don't. Because it ain't the first time it's happened and it ain't going to be the last. But just please understand, majority of the fire instructors that I know are not in this to get rich. We're all in this. Well, the vast majority of us, we're in this to make sure you are comfortable and confident when the shit hits the fan and you make the right decisions. Because we're talking about split-second decisions. Talk to some of your law enforcement. They'll tell you. They got to do it every day. And then we want to give them a hard time when they actually have to do something. You get you some training and you do the best you can. But I can promise you, if you don't have any training but your permit class, it's not going to go well. You might not go home to your family, or you might end up in a far worse situation. So I just hope everybody will sit down and have an honest conversation with themselves, and please get out and get some more formal training. I'm not sitting here and saying take a class once a week. I'm not sitting here saying take a class once a month. But you need some formal training. That's why I go and take training. There's stuff that I've noticed or that I've had instructors notice in a class that I didn't notice I was doing. It's there for a reason, people. And it's not for us to get rich. Because like I said, I had plenty of other ways that I could have gotten rich. And again, I want to help people. I want to help you get more comfortable and more confident. So don't just rely on your permit training as being the end all be all. And the other thing too, while I'm thinking about it, if you're out there telling somebody, oh, if you go and get formal training, that's going to look bad if something bad happens and this and that, you need to shut your fucking mouth. Stop trying to act like you know what the hell you're talking about, because you don't. Just because you have formal training does not mean you're going to be in more trouble or less trouble. But I can guarantee it's probably going to lean more toward the more trouble side. Don't let other people scare you out of training because they don't know what they don't know. And you don't know what you don't know. Get out, get some training. I've got plenty of stuff out there available for you. I've got plenty of options. If you can't afford an all-day class, I have tons of options. Or if you're wanting to take an all-day class and you can't afford it, money is an issue, reach out to me. I have options. All the instructors that I know have plenty of options to help you get training if cost is an issue. So stop making excuses, because I've got to do the same thing myself. And that's the story for another day. But like me or hate me, I really don't care. I'm just trying to help, and I want you to understand your permit class is not the end. It is the beginning. Please feel free to check me out, scgunschool.com. I'll have my information up in the screen here as well as down in the description. All of my affiliates, please don't forget about them. Core Essentials, SCGS10, nootherchoice.com, SCGS5, and Excess Sights back here behind me, SCGS10 as well too. And always remember, folks, if you're not shooting, you're reloading. If you're not reloading, you're fighting. If you're not fighting, you're dead. Train to live. See you on the range.